All right. How y'all doing, people of God? Listen, I'm sure all of us are familiar with the latest interview with Bruce coming out on Diane's Sawyer's interview, stating that he's not a man. Okay, and there were some things that he stated within that interview that identifies him as being a woman or a female as he was growing up. And it was supposedly his last interview nationally that would view him as a man, and that he would be considered, or would like to be considered, a woman after the interview. And that the name of the female name that he, I guess, had wasn't revealed or would not be revealed in that particular interview. But the thing I want to talk about, I'm talking about that, but I want to bring out an important aspect of this interview. The enemy is so strategic. A lot of times we don't look at the things that go on that the devil allows, or that the devil creates, is strategic. And the devil is very intelligent. And that's one thing that we have to understand, is that even though God allows things to happen, there are some things that are demonically ordained. Homosexuality is not a God. God prohibits that. So with that being said, there are some demonic forces that takes place that are ordained by the adversary. And we have to, as people of God, recognize that. And so this interview, and the point I want to make is this here. Bruce's interview is strategically lined up for this coming Tuesday deliberation with the Supreme Court. A lot of us don't know that the Supreme Court is going to go behind doors in deliberation to decide for this coming up June if they are going to legalize same-sex marriages statewide. Okay, so it's not ironic to me, and it should not be ironic to you, that this interview with Diane Sawyer just so happened to come out before the June ruling with the Supreme Court. And so I want you guys to think about that. I want you guys to focus on the timing of this interview and the timing. Hey, I know that the enemy is mad. He don't want me to get this message out, but I'm going to get this message out anyhow, because the devil is a lie. I'm going to tell you straight up. The enemy do not want you to be intelligent concerning his tactics, concerning the things that he is doing. And I come against the enemy right now, because the people of God will get the information. And this is my job as a man of God. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not finna be your friend. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to preach the gospel and to share the word of God, because that's my duty. That's my reasonable service. So for those of you that don't like what I'm saying, that's fine. But for those of you that agree in the spirit realm and with the things of God and are on board, more power to you. because it's time out that we start mingling and intertwining with stuff that has nothing to do with God, and then come up with these excuses that justify the things that we love and that we like, and feel that it's okay, and it's not. Homosexuality is not of God. Period. It's not of God. He don't condone it. There is no way that you can be born a man or a woman and say that you've had these feelings down on the inside since your childhood of being opposite than what God made you, that makes you a mistake from the time that you were born. No, God don't make mistakes. If he made you a man, that's what he wanted you to be. If he made you a female child, that's what he wanted you to be. He does not make mistakes. So if you had these tendencies growing up as a child, being a male but you thought you were a female, or being a female, born a female, and you thought you were a male, that is a spirit that have traveled through your bloodline that is haunting you, and you need to recognize what it is and stop trying to think of what you're supposed to be. God don't make mistakes. Okay, we have to be in position to be prayerful and fasting concerning any kind of ruling, especially this kind of ruling that's coming up. We gotta be prayerful. We got to be in tune, okay? And so, I just need some folk that believe God with me, that will stand in the gaps, okay? You know, there are ones. If Ezekiel was to ask the question, God, there is one. Not ask the question, but he can definitively state to God that God, there is one in the city if you could just spare it. Okay? There's too many of us out here in this world that's preaching the gospel unadulterated and not sugarcoating it and watering it down, to where we can't make nothing move, to where we can't allow God to be pleased that he will move on our behalf. There's too many of us. So, again, this interview was designed to interject or impute in the minds of the Supreme Court justices that they should strongly consider passing this bill. I want y'all to know that. It is designed. It is strategically designed. And we have to be strategically in tune concerning these elements and these things that are going on around us so that we can fight against this. We don't have to accept this mess. I don't accept it, and I'm not going to accept it. Okay? So, I thank you guys for your time. I hope you were blessed by this little clip. To God be the glory. We got work to do. People of God, we got work to do. So let's use the tools that God has given us as far as the internet, phones, texting, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Let's use these same things that we have within our reach and use it for his glory. Okay? God bless y'all. Let's be prayerful and continue to seek God concerning what's going on around us. Ask him and pray for the spirit of discernment. We need that in this day and time. Amen. God bless you.